Hey guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to be making the Saturn motif. I'm going to jump right into it because I don't have a sample sitting right next to me, but I am using Shapekiss Stonewashed, and I'm just going to get started. I already have a slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to chain 3 and then slip stitch in the 3rd chain from the hook to make a ring. And then I'm going to make a beginning 3DC cluster. So how I'm going to do that is go straight into your center ring with a single crochet, no need to chain up, and chain 1. So you have single crochet, chain 1, and then you're going to make basically a 2DC cluster. So just yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert your hook and draw up a loop and pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook again. And so now you've got 3 loops on your hook, and just draw the yarn through to close and then chain 3. And now you're going to make a regular 3DC cluster. So just do the same maneuver that you did for your 2DC cluster, but we're going to do it 3 times instead. And so I'm going to just move through that, and you can watch me make it. And then you're going to end up with 4 loops on your hook. All right, so now I've got 4 loops on my hook here, and I'm ready to just draw the yarn through all 4 loops to close my cluster. And chain 3, and then you're just going to repeat this 3DC cluster 2 more times until you have 4 total 3DC clusters and 4 chain spaces. Okay, so my round is done and I'm ready to join, but as always, I kind of like to show you guys how to join into certain stitches. So this is a cluster, and this is how I join into a cluster. I just go ahead and grab all the loops that you had on your hook before you draw the yarn through to close for your cluster, and then just go ahead and make my slip stitch in those loops. And so that way it really just looks like the rest of the clusters. And now it would be difficult to tell where your round begins, which is the goal. So for the next round, I'm going to jump into a 3 treble popcorn. And since it's the first one of the round, it's going to involve a beginning stitch. So this is a beginning 3 treble popcorn. I'm just going to go straight in with a single crochet and then chain 2. And now I'm going to make 2 trebles in that same chain space. All right, and then I'm just going to release the loop from the hook and insert the hook front to back through the beginning treble. Grab the loop and pull it through to close the beginning 3 treble popcorn. And then chain 2. Okay, and now you're going to make a regular 3 treble popcorn. So you just need to make 3 treble crochet in the same chain space. All right, and then release the loop, insert the loop front to back through the first of those 3 trebles, and pull the loop through to close the popcorn. Chain 2, another 3 treble popcorn in the same chain space. You're going to end up with 3 treble popcorns in each chain space here. Okay, now I'm going to close it and chain 2. All right, so that's going to kind of be your repeat here. You're just going to make 3 treble popcorns in each chain space with chain 2 in between everything. So whenever you're finished, you're going to have 12 3 treble popcorns and 12 chain 2 spaces. All right, I'll show you how that looks whenever I finish the round. Okay, my round is done, and you can see I'm just ready to close the round here, join the round. So I'm going to join the round with a slip stitch, and I think I'm going to join it in the chain that comes after the first 3 TR popcorn, because when I don't do that, my the chain space in between in this very last chain space is like stretched out. So I just went ahead and joined in that first chain, and I went into the chain itself to make my slip stitch. And your motif is gonna look like a cup. So that's okay. You can just kind of stretch it out and see, you can like play with it a little bit just to get a more stretched out motif, and you will be able to achieve that. But on the next round, we're going to put 5 double crochet in each of these chain 2 spaces. So that's really going to help it open up. So if you do have chain 3 spaces instead of chain 2 here, your motif will be too big. So you just got to live with the chain 2 and let it kind of puff up a little bit until you put the 5 double crochet in every chain space. So let's do that now. We've got single crochet chain 1, and that's your beginning double crochet. And then we're going to put 4 more double crochet in this same chain space. And all right, so now I've got 5 DC all together. And then I'm just going to go straight into the next chain space with 5 double crochet, and I'm just going to make 5 double crochet in every chain space around, and I will show you guys how it looks when it's done. You can already tell that it's opening up the motif just by even just those 2. Okay, so just look at how the motif opened up with 5 double crochet in every chain space. And I went ahead and joined my round with a slip stitch in the chain from the beginning DC. And we're going to work the next round starting in the actual same beginning double crochet that I joined into. So just go straight back into that same stitch with a single crochet and a chain 1, and we're making a beginning DC 5 together. So I start by making a beginning DC and then just making DC 4 together over the next 4 stitches. So just go ahead and yarn over, insert your hook, and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. And this is just like a cluster, except it's worked over several stitches. That way you can decrease them into 1. So I have 5 loops on my hook, and I'm just going to draw the yarn through all 5 loops to close the DC 5 together, and then chain 5. All right, and now I'm going to DC 5 together over the next 5 stitches. So I'm just going to work through that real quick, and that's going to be your repeat, just chain 5 and then DC 5 together. And you're going to end up with 12 decreases and 12 chain spaces. All right, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so here's how it's going to look, and you get these little petals happening here, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, so here's my round. I'm ready to join, and I'm going to show you again joining into a cluster. Just grab all those loops on your hook from the cluster and then slip stitch. All right, just like that. Okay, so for the next round, what you're going to do is start with 3 single crochet and 2 half double crochet in this next chain space. So 3 singles and 2 half doubles. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2 and then reverse it in the next chain space with 2 half doubles and 3 singles. And let me just tell you a trick. When you make your first half double here, you have like a chain on your hook, and you are gonna tend to just make the world's tightest half double crochet. So try not to make this part of the half double crochet too tight. So don't like tense up on your hook right there. And you can trust me, on the next round, we're gonna work into that little stitch right there. So if it's too tight, you will regret it on the next round because you will not be able to fit your hook in it. So just make sure that you don't cinch up the chain when you make your half double crochet. All right, so I'm gonna go into another HDC and then 3 singles. All right, and then we're gonna work into this decrease. So you're gonna work a single crochet into that DC5 together, just like that. And then you're starting your repeat over, 3 single crochet, 2 half double crochet. and then chain 2. And you can see you're just going to jump right into reversing, remembering not to cinch up your chain. It's easy to tighten up on it. Very easy to tighten up that chain. So don't do it. Well, you can do it, but you're just going to struggle on the next round. Okay, so there you go. You can kind of see how the round is progressing, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Alrighty, so here's how the round looks when it's finished. And the very last stitch that I made was making a single crochet into this 5 DC5 together. And so I'm going to join with the slip stitch in the first single crochet of the round. And here's how it looks. Your final round is very easy. You're just gonna make single crochet in all of the stitches, and then 3 single crochet in the chain 2 spaces. The only thing that you want to be careful of is the hidden stitch in the corner, which is going to be your half double crochet. So I'm just going to work my way over there so I can show you. Okay, so the top of a half double crochet is, you can kind of see how these stitches like lead up to that part of the stitch right here at the top, and that is the top of the half double. So this looks like it could be part of the half double. Hopefully you can see this, but that is just the next chain. So when you see this half double right here, you can think this is the top of it, because you can follow these stitches up to the top. All right, so whenever you work your half double crochet, this is the last one of the side right here. And then you're going to start working into the chain 3 space with 3 single crochet. And then your half double crochet is a little hidden. So where you're going to put your hook is right here through this. It feels like a chain. Even if you scoot over these stitches, you can kind of see it. So then you put your hook through there, and that's why I said don't cinch up on it, because you won't even be able to fit your hook through there if you tighten it up. So make your single crochet, and then you can just keep on cruising it across with all your singles. All right, so I'm gonna just back up here so I can show you what this is starting to look like, and you can see it really starting to form into a hexagon. And I have one right here that's finished, so you can see how it looks. All right, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This has been Saturn from the 2022 VVCAL, and I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.